Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfazatu Akmal Inti Muhammad Yunus, and today I would like to present about company profile of Kontena Nasional Berhad. Kontena Nasional Berhad is one of Malaysia's top-ranking logistic company with more than 48 years experience, which started in 1971 during containerization industry has been introduced in the country. KNB is the first logistic company that has Jakim Halal certified of whole range halal logistic resources, which include halal transportation, halal warehousing, and services of samak for containers. For their company's vision is to be an integrated global transportation and services provider which prefers by customer, and for their company's mission is to provide a challenging and rewarding environment for their customer. For their IHT management consists CEO, 3% charge of head division, and 3% in charge of head's position, and there are 4% which appointed as the branch manager.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sahila Fanira binti Marni. I will explain briefly for halal logistic information of Kontena Nasional Berhad. As for halal logistic certificate schemes, Kontena Nasional Berhad had obtained halal certificate in logistic provider from Jakim. They started operating since 1971 and as pioneer container haulage company in Malaysia. They provide full range of halal logistics service in transportation, warehousing, and samak service for container. Halal policy of Kontena Nasional Berhad committed provide halal logistics service to customers. They also comply with Malaysian standard guideline from Jakim as the core integrity of their company. For information, KNB also known as Malaysia's first halal certified by Jakim, which they received several awards in 2010 and 2011. By these recognitions, the company really keep good ethics as the halal logistic provider in Malaysia. Halal SOP of Kontena Nasional Berhad. KNB did not handle non-halal goods after acquire halal certificate. They ensure all the product must be certified halal. Halal stamp is not necessary as strong proof because it may possibly fraud. So as getting good result, they need approval from Jakim either it is halal or not. Furthermore, for cold chain process, KNB also provide for pre-cooling storage facilities or cold storage warehouse. As for non-halal items, must be segregated with halal items to avoid cross-contamination on handling equipment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Haja and I will explain about halal logistic services provider. Kontena Nasional Sdn Berhad are already certified by Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, Jakim, under the Halal Logistic Standard MS 2400 2010. Kontena Nasional Sdn Berhad compliant with both international and local halal standard. They also comply with fast moving consumer good FMCG. FMCG basically develop a requirement for brands that want a guarantee to expand their halal network internationally. Services that provided by the Kontena Nasional Berhad are: first, halal ambient storage; second, halal ambient transportation; third, halal cold chain transport; 4. Halal cold storage; 5. Cross-dock operation; 5. Vase and vial packaging; lastly, ritual cleansing, which is SER2. The company are always make sure that these practices are always regularly or frequently done to follow the procedure set by Jakim.
Hi, I'm Amar bin Ahmad Sukarno, and I'm going to share about the extra added value services in Kontena Nasional Berhad, or KNB. KNB provides a number of extra added value services such as value added service, conventional trucking, haulage, contract logistics, and cold chain logistics. Value added service is very important in the logistic industry because there are many other companies that compete among themselves to be the best logistics company. KNB focuses on the service to monitor in warehousing, delivery and distribution. Besides, KNB also provide track and trace and also proof of delivery service to the customer. Next is the conventional trucking. Conventional truck is a truck that has a special equipment that can transport many types of cargo. For KNB, this service is worth the delivery cost because they use a maximum utilization to the truck space. The next one is haulage service. The haulage service in KNB is referring to the container haulage. It is a type of transport that specializes in hauling containers in which the trailer is attached to the traction component that is used to carry the container, and they have been operated this service for 35 years with their own operational standard. KNB also provides a contract logistics. Contract logistics is a part of third-party logistics and can be defined as a comprehensive system that facilitates the customers with not only transporting goods but also managing the whole process from the production to distribution process. KNB Contract Logistics has a complete and ideal package of service. They offer an incorporated service which consists of all aspects including planning, controlling, and the implementation of the logistics. And the last one is cold chain logistics. It is commonly used to transport goods that are sensitive to the temperature or perishable food like fish. KNB uses modern and high technologies to protect the shelf life of products. They also used seal and tamper-proof material to preserve the perishable freight.
Now I'm gonna continue about Halal control point proposed for Kontena Nasional Berhad company. This flow chart showed the chain process of logistic services provided by the Kontena Nasional Berhad earlier from receiving customer order until the end of the flow, which is when the product delivered to the customer according to their particularized shipment. SCP number 1, which is receiving and segregation during the shipping process. The list of potential contaminant may be content of non-halal product receiving from the supplier. The supplier might put halal and non-halal product together without a proper segregation is done. The control measure for this SCP are the person in charge need to check details of each product received in order to prevent the inclusion of any non-halal product to enter the warehouse. This is to prevent any cross-contamination happen between halal and non-halal product at the warehouse. SCP number 2, which is documentation during the shipping process. The potential contaminant may be product labeled wrong in the documentation, which might lead to the mixing of halal and non-halal product together at the same place. This is because imported product usually contain halal logo only at their original packaging. Therefore, for the control measure, the workers need to ensure that the halal product are labeled with halal logo at the packaging box or carton box also, in order to avoid confusion and so that to make it easier for the person in charge to key in the information in the documentation. SCP number 3, which is storage, cross-docking, and order picking. During the cross-docking process, the precursor may be warehouse condition, where the potential contaminant came from animals or pests at the warehouse. The control measure for this SCP are ensure that pest control schedule were established at the warehouse area to avoid
any animal, pest, or insect enter the warehouse area. Next, SCP number 4, which is during loading or transfer the selected product from the warehouse into the particularized shipment. List of potential may found are inclusion of non-halal product where the workers might put halal and non-halal product together into the same transport, and also unhygienic condition of the transport, such as animal feces found in the transport used. The control measure for this SCP is use different transport to ship both halal and non-halal product in order to avoid any cross-contamination happen during the transportation process, and also ensure that the transport used are clean from any najis or pests. Lastly, SCP number 5, which is shipping during the transportation or the movement of the product. The potential contaminants are the driver in charge during the shipping process. If the driver in charge are non-Muslim, he or she might bring any non-halal product or beverages in the transport. The control measure for this SCP are the workers need to inform the driver earlier if she or he are non-Muslim that no non-halal product or beverages allowed in the transport during the transportation of halal goods.
And for conclusion, Halal Logistics is one of important institution in halal market which can improve halal integrity among consumer either they are Muslim or non-Muslim. And Halal Logistics company need to care about their personal hygiene during transportation process to avoid any cross-contamination towards halal product and give huge impact to logistic industries.